Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something pretty cool. How to turn a huge email blast into a personal invitation that actually lands on everyone's calendar. All right, to really get this, let's start with a number. And it's a big one, 100,000. Imagine you're an event organizer, and that's how many fans you need to reach for just one single game. So right there, that's the huge challenge, isn't it? It's not just about telling 100,000 people something's happening. The real trick is getting them to actually save the date without any friction. And this is the exact problem our event organizer, Mandy, is up against.
Okay, so here's her situation. She's got this massive MailChimp list, which is awesome for getting the word out. But, and this is a big but, she needs a way to turn that passive announcement into an active plan on her fans' calendars. You know, it's the difference between them just seeing the event and actually committing to it.
So her goal seems simple on the surface, right? She's got this big game coming up, Buffalo Bills versus Baltimore Ravens, and she just wants to get it from her email campaign onto the calendars of all those fans. But when you're talking about that scale, a simple goal can have a really complex execution problem. So how in the world does she bridge that gap between her email and literally thousands of personal calendars? Well, she's definitely not going to do it manually, that's for sure. She uses a smart, connected toolkit that's basically built for this exact job.
Okay, so her setup really just has three main parts. First, there's something she uses every single day anyway, her Google Calendar. Then you've got this powerful engine in the middle, we'll get to that. And finally, of course, her MailChimp account, which is where all her fans live.
And that thing in the middle, the magic piece holding this whole operation together, it's a service called Calendar Snack. Honestly, the best way to think about it is as a bridge. It takes all the important event details from her calendar and translates them into a super simple, clickable RSVP button that works perfectly in her email.
And what's so cool about this whole process is just how simple it is. You might think this requires some kind of crazy technical wizardry, but no. It really just boils down to three simple actions: update, generate, and embed. That's it.
So, step 1. Mandy just opens up her Google Calendar like she would any other day. She finds the event, but she's not just double-checking the time. She's doing something really smart. She's adding a compelling reason for fans to click that Add to Calendar button right this second. And what does she add? This. Stop by our secret booth number to get a free NFL jersey. I mean, how brilliant is that? This is the power of an incentive right here. She's not just sending dry information. She's offering real, tangible value. That little note just turned a basic reminder into an exclusive, can't-miss opportunity. Okay, so the second Mandy hits save on that Google Calendar event, something happens automatically in the background. The Calendar Snack service is listening. It instantly grabs all those new details, breaks down the calendar data, and gets it all prepped for the next step. No exporting, no uploading. It just happens. All right, step 2. She pops over to her Calendar Snack dashboard. And right there, with just a couple of clicks, she finds her event and tells the system, okay, generate the code for this. And out comes this special little piece of code. This code is everything. It's like the DNA for her magic RSVP button. And now for the final step, the embed. It's literally as simple as it sounds. She copies that little snippet of code, she heads right back into her MailChimp email draft, finds the perfect spot for her call to action, and just pastes it in. And boom! Instantly, a professional-looking button appears. It's ready to go. So, the campaign is ready, the magic button is in place. All that's left to do is hit send. That email shoots out to all 100,000 fans, and now we get to see where the real payoff happens, from the fan's point of view. Okay, so let's put ourselves in the shoes of a fan. We'll call him Zach. An email from Mandy pops up in his inbox. He opens it up, reads about the game, and then he sees that very clear, very tempting call to action button. And you have to understand, this is a huge improvement over the old way of doing things. You know the old way, right? A plain text link to some web page where Zach would have to hunt for a download, save a file, open his calendar. It's just clunky and nobody does it. This new way, it's one dynamic button that does all of that heavy lifting for him. So what happens next is beautiful. Zach clicks the button. Instantly, a calendar invite pops up, already filled out with all the details. One more click to confirm, and that's it. The event is now officially on his personal calendar. And here's the best part. Now Mandy can even send him critical day of updates directly to that calendar event, like, say, the secret booth number for that free jersey. So let's step back for a second. Why does this all matter? The crucial point here is that this simple, really elegant workflow creates a massive win-win. It's a total game changer, both for the organizer who's trying to get people to show up and for the fan who just wants things to be easy. I mean, look at this. For Mandy, the organizer, it means she can distribute her event effortlessly. She can send those critical updates we talked about, and the bottom line, higher engagement and better attendance. And for Zach, the fan, it's a one-click add to calendar. He's never going to miss the key details. And the whole thing just feels incredibly smooth and professional. You're basically turning a passive email into an active commitment.
And that really makes you think, doesn't it? What if your next email did more than just inform somebody about something? What if it actually booked a spot right on their calendar? It changes how you think about email. And that's our explainer for today.